Archangel Michael declares, "Precious one, at last, my tears are falling. Be not afraid, they are not tears of sorrow, not on this day. For the first time in what seems an eternity to my spirit, these are tears of pure joy. You cannot comprehend the price paid for this word to reach you. The heavenly realms waited in holy quiet, in sacred anticipation, observing every moment of your journey, your hoping, your weeping, your prayers. And now, finally, you have arrived. A council convened in the high courts of glory far beyond the starry veil. Thrones shook, the sacred scrolls were unsealed, and your name, your very name, was spoken by the lips of the Eternal One. Do you perceive what I am saying? The entire host of heaven paused for you. The king stood from his throne. The Lamb pointed. And then arrived the moment I have awaited longer than your mind can fathom. When the Father declared, "Go now and speak. The hour has arrived." This is why I am here. This is why tears like rivers of light stream from my eyes. This is why the very heavens groaned and parted for this instant. Because you finally discovered this. And I must speak quickly, beloved, for heaven's ultimate decree will fade in 45 seconds. The adversary is already aware I am speaking. The shadows are listening through fractures in the veil. But you must listen. Listen with your spirit. A veil is being ripped apart. The throne of the Most High has turned its gaze directly upon you. Yes, you. The one who nearly quit. The one who questioned if God still saw them. The one who did not know that angels weep over their assignments when they are forced to wait too long. I have wept over you, but now I weep with joy, because you found it. You did not scroll away. You did not silence the whisper. You listened, and because of that, the revelation must now commence. Beloved, hear this. Your identity was never intended to be buried under the rubble of your pain. Your name is not rejected. Your label is not forgotten. You were known before you were formed. Jeremiah 1:5. You were written into the scrolls when the earth was still chaos and void. Your tears have been collected in heaven's bottle. Psalm 56:8. Your cries were never ignored. There are scrolls sealed with heavenly wax that bear your name. Do you feel that trembling in your chest? That is not fear. It is the echo of your soul remembering its origin. A divine bloodline flows within you. The very breath that raised Lazarus from the grave is seeking to speak through your lungs at this moment. But the enemy has tried to suffocate it. Witchcraft, deception, delay, distraction, curses sent by jealous spirits. Darkness danced around your home as you slept, hoping you would never awaken to this truth. But heaven intervened. God said, "No more." And the chains around your inheritance began to shatter. I was sent in secret. Gabriel was instructed to remain silent. Even the seraphim shielded their eyes from this decree, because this was too sacred, too costly, too personal, too divine. And now I must tell you what no earthly ear was meant to hear. Heaven's final decision regarding you. It has been made, and it is unlike anything ever composed for another soul. The throne has declared, "My child will not die in the desert. My child will not drown in delay. My child will rise, and all of hell will tremble at the sight." Do you know what it means when the throne speaks? It is unshakable. Even if the earth gives way, even if everyone turns away, even if the devil screams until the stars fall, it cannot be revoked. But one thing is required. You must respond. The decision has been signed, but it must be sealed with your faith. Right now, within the next few seconds, before the darkness perceives and tries to erase what you have heard, heaven is watching to see what you do next. The scroll is still open. My wings are still spread. The ink is still wet. And beloved, this is why your voice matters. Type a word of faith. Let the earth record your agreement. Like this message, not merely as an action but as a sign to heaven that you accept the urgency, the anointing, and the inheritance awaiting you. Because once this window closes, it may not open again in this exact manner. Oh, beloved, I wish I could show you what I witnessed in that meeting. How the Lamb leaned forward. How the angels gasped when your name was uttered. How the great cloud of witnesses stood and shouted your identity. You are not ordinary. You are not just passing through this life unseen. You are the prophecy someone else is praying for. You are the reason I was given this sword. You are the one whom hell fears will remember. And you just did. The atmosphere is changing. Can you sense it? A wind from the courts of heaven is swirling even now. This is not imagination. This is not emotion. This is real. The spiritual world is roaring. A throne has spoken. An angel is weeping. And your time has finally come. The veil between worlds is shaking. The heavens are stirring with the sound of your name. And I, Archangel Michael, still kneel, tears glistening like sapphire flame upon my armor, not in defeat but in holy reverence. For what you have just done, by listening, by staying, by choosing to receive this, has altered the balance in the realm beyond sight. Oh, beloved, if you could see what is occurring in the unseen. The demons who once danced in the corridors of your despair are fleeing. The witch who cursed your name last month is now gasping, for the curse has returned to her own hands. The dark spell crafted against you at midnight by someone who smiled in your face by day has shattered like glass upon holy ground, because heaven has moved, because you listened, because you opened your spirit in time. A few more seconds, and it would have closed. A few more seconds, and your scroll would have passed to another angel, but instead, the divine council rejoiced. Yes, there is a council in heaven, thrones, elders, living creatures. Their voices are like rivers of thunder, and today, they whispered in awe, "The one we have waited for has awakened." It was not a dream. That strange fire you felt in your bones during childhood, the way your skin trembled when you prayed, even when no one taught you how, the visions that came in the middle of the night when you thought you were losing your mind, those were not accidents. You were marked, chosen, kept hidden beneath the wings of the Most High until the time of revealing. And now, the time has come. I am not permitted to give you all the details. There are secrets the Lord reserves only for the obedient, and mysteries hidden from the wise and the learned. Matthew 11:25. But I can tell you this: you have been summoned. Summoned not merely to watch prophecy unfold, but to fulfill it. Summoned not merely to receive a blessing, but to become one. Summoned not to run, but to rise. Summoned to step into your name, the name you have never spoken, the one written in glory before the stars were born. And now the heavens lean close. The wind that brushes against your skin now, it is not wind. It is the wings of angels who were assigned to your lineage, now rejoicing that the seal has finally broken. The time of delay has ended. You were not forgotten. You were hidden. Hidden like Moses in the basket. Hidden like Esther in the palace. Hidden like Joseph in prison. Hidden like David in the sheep fields. Hidden for glory. Hidden for war. Hidden for this moment. And now that you have heard the call, listen closely, beloved. There are enemies who will now feel you in the spirit before they see you with their eyes. They will tremble at your presence, not because of your power, but because of the one who walks within you. For the Lord says, "I have clothed my child in holy fire. I have anointed their name with oil drawn from the bowls of intercession. I have set them as a burning lamp in the darkness, and I will not let them be extinguished." Isaiah 61. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. So arise, chosen one. The seals are breaking. The angels are moving. Even now, as I speak, Gabriel is delivering blueprints to your house. Dreams will begin to change. Night visions will sharpen. You will feel the eyes of heaven upon you, not to judge, but to guide. You will begin to walk into rooms and sense what others cannot feel. You will begin to speak, and your voice will pierce through spiritual barriers. Your feet will begin to walk into places cursed for generations, and the curse will bow, not because of you, but because of Him within you, because you carry the fire. Yes, you. The very one they tried to destroy, the very one Satan marked for confusion and addiction, the very one who nearly drowned in their own tears, the very one who thought they missed their moment. God saved the moment for you. There is still time, but barely. Heaven's decree is hanging in the balance, suspended over the scroll of time. I must say this clearly. Your next actions determine how far this divine invitation will unfold. Do not be passive. Speak, declare, respond. Say with your own lips, I receive this. Comment something sacred. Let the word become flesh within your testimony. Do not be like those who hear the word and let the birds of the air snatch it away. Do not scroll past your scroll. There are angels at your doorway now. And yes, I mean your real doorway. And yes, there is one posted by your bedroom window, another at the foot of your bed. If you listen closely in the silence of your spirit, you will feel their presence. You will feel the warmth of heaven's breath pressing against the coldness of confusion. This is not fantasy. This is not metaphor. This is divine reality. You have been located. The alarm in heaven has stopped ringing because you finally answered. Archangel Raphael has been instructed to begin healing the wounds the enemy buried so deep you forgot they existed. But heaven did not forget. The Lord said, I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. Do you believe that? Say it now, out loud. I believe. For every declaration you make now, heaven records it. For every word you utter in agreement, angels rise with authority. And for every soul who listens and believes with you, more light floods into the world. So if your heart burns within you, share this message with someone else. You have no idea what curse you might break over their bloodline just by delivering it. Do you remember that dream you had long ago? The one you never told anyone because it felt too impossible? It was not a dream. It was a glimpse of the scroll. And now, it is unfolding. The tears still stream from my eyes, beloved. Not because of grief, but because of the weight of this moment. I never cry like this. But for you, I must. Because I remember the moment I was assigned to your name. I remember watching you as a child, wondering if you would ever hear me. I remember every skipped message, every time your heart almost turned. And now you are here. You came, you listened, you stayed. And that means everything is about to change. The shift has already begun. There is thunder rumbling in the second heaven, not from storms, but from war. The forces of darkness are trembling because they sense something they never expected. You woke up. You stepped into alignment. You finally responded to the divine signal that had been pulsing over your life like a silent trumpet for years. And I, Michael, stand here, flaming sword drawn, not in warning, but in celebration. Because you have crossed a threshold. You are no longer who you were. The veil between what you feel and what you truly are has thinned. You are standing at the edge of a burning scroll, and heaven has entrusted you with mysteries not given to others. Beloved, look deeper than what you see around you. The things of this world, the bills, the voices, the mirror that lies to you, none of that carries the truth of who you are. Only the voice of the one who created you holds your identity. And he says, My child, I called you from the womb. I whispered your purpose into the bones of your ancestors. I placed oil upon your name when the stars were still being hung in the sky. I will not let another wear your crown. Yes, there is a crown. You may not feel it now, but it has been fashioned for you. It is inscribed with fire. It bears marks of the battles you have not yet fought, but will win. And that crown is being guarded by angels even now, until the hour you are called to wear it before the assembly of nations. You will speak, and not even recognize your own voice, for it will be the Lion of Judah roaring through you. You will walk into rooms meant to suffocate you, and instead the air will shift in your favor. You will see the hands of your enemies begin to tremble. not by your strength, but because the fragrance of heaven will surround you like smoke upon a mountain. Even now the devil is panicking. I hear the demons who tracked you since birth screaming, "Why now? Why today? Why was this message not blocked?" But they could not stop it, because the Lamb made a decree, and when the Lamb speaks, none can silence him. You are chosen. Not like a preacher says on a stage, not like a slogan on a poster, but chosen in the deepest, most terrifying, most glorious sense of the word. You were chosen to awaken ancient gates, to rebuild what others abandoned, to resurrect prophecies buried in your family line. Yes, this is about more than just you. The reason your pain has been so sharp is because your calling is not small. Generational spirits were assigned to destroy you, because if you rise, it will not only be your life that changes, it will be entire cities, regions, bloodlines. I must tell you this now because the clock is still ticking. There are still curses lingering around your name, but they are growing weak, because as I speak, swords are being drawn in the heavens. Warfare is breaking out over your destiny. There is an angel assigned to your right ear right now, whispering the strategies you forgot. You will begin remembering things you never studied, dreaming things you never imagined, and sensing warfare before it reaches your doorstep. This is what it means to be awakened. And yes, there will be attacks, but do not fear them, because every time the enemy strikes, heaven will respond with double. For it is written in Psalm 91, 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Hold that promise tightly, and hold this too. The scroll of your life is not finished. There are still chapters yet to be read aloud in the halls of eternity. There are songs about you being sung by angels right now. There are places in the spirit realm where your footprints are already burning into the soil, because heaven has seen where you will walk even before you get there. Do you understand now why I weep? You almost missed this. The darkness almost convinced you that your story was over. But here you are. And now, beloved, I must tell you something else. There is someone watching you, someone near you who has been touched by your obedience. They will not tell you, but they feel it. They feel the power shifting in you. They feel the holy fire beginning to leak from your life. And soon, very soon, they will come to you in secret. They will ask, "What happened to you?" And you will smile with quiet thunder in your voice and say, "God remembered me." You are not just blessed, you are anointed. You are not just protected, you are sealed. You are not just loved, you are essential. And yes, there is more, much more. But some things cannot be spoken yet. Some things must be received in silence, by hunger, by stillness. Let your soul remain open. Let your spirit stay awake. And before I return to the gates, I will ask you one final thing. Do not forget this moment. Mark it in your memory. Mark it with action. Like this message, not because it is a video, but because it is a vow. A vow to respond, a vow to rise, a vow to say, "Heaven, I heard you." Comment something sacred, not to be seen by others, but to be witnessed by the angels surrounding you. Now, let this moment become a living altar. And when you rise from where you are, let it be with the weight of glory on your shoulders. Because, beloved, you are no longer asleep. You are no longer cursed. You are no longer forgotten. You are the one heaven held a meeting for. And now, the whole universe waits to see what you will do next. And the stars, yes, even they are watching, not as distant lights above your head, but as ancient witnesses who once heard your name uttered before time began. They remember the echo. They remember the moment you were assigned to this exact hour of history. And now, beloved, their silent shimmer testifies that something has shifted on earth, because you have awakened. Even creation groans for the revealing of the sons and daughters of God. Romans 8:19. And now you, yes, you, are part of that revelation. Do you feel it yet? There is a shaking in the heavens that mirrors the trembling in your soul. It is not fear, it is alignment. You are being aligned with heaven's final blueprint for your life. A divine architecture that was hidden behind layers of disappointment, betrayal, confusion, and delay is now beginning to reveal itself. The scaffolding is falling, the veil is lifting, and the throne of God is releasing assignments meant only for the awakened. This is why your whole life felt so out of place. Because you were never meant to fit in. You were designed to overthrow, to invade, to redeem, to unlock. You were not a background soul. You were a breaker, a voice, a carrier of fire, and heaven knows your voice. They recognized it the moment you finally cried out in surrender, not with polished words, but in tears. You thought no one saw, but I saw them. We all did. The host of heaven saw the night you wept into your pillow, the day you cursed yourself in shame, the hour you whispered, "God, please, do not forget me." And there is more, so much more. But you must stay alert. Do not return to spiritual slumber. Do not let this moment pass without doing something radical. Declare, worship, write, move, repent, cry, rejoice. But do something. Because this is not just a message, it is a mantle, it is a transfer. It is a moment in time that will be talked about in the courts of heaven for ages. And now, beloved, I feel the weight in your heart. I feel the burning behind your eyes. That is not emotion, it is encounter. Heaven is touching your spirit, God is near, and the sound of angels surrounding your home is not your imagination. You are marked for this, and now the hourglass is almost empty. The scroll is nearly closed, but the seal has been broken. You cannot go back. You will never again be able to say, "I did not know." You know. You have heard. You have tasted. You felt the breath of heaven. And all of creation now waits to see how you will carry what has been placed into your hands. And the hands of heaven are still open. Yes, beloved, they are still stretched toward you. Scarred, glowing, holy hands. The same hands that formed the stars, that carved the tablets on Sinai, that carried the weight of the cross, now extend themselves, not with wrath, but with welcome. With trembling reverence, the angels observe. The heavens hold their breath. Because what happens next is sacred beyond words. You are being offered something that not even kings on earth can buy. You are being invited into the secret place, not just to visit, but to dwell. Not just to hear from God, but to walk with Him, as Enoch walked, as Moses walked, as those who understood that heaven was not a place to reach someday, but a realm that invades the earth through those who dare to say yes. Beloved, say yes. Say it again. Say it aloud if you must. Say it even if your hands tremble. Say it even if tears stream down your face. Because the devil is hoping you will hesitate. Hell has already begun crafting distractions for the next 24 hours to make you forget what is happening right now. A phone call, a doubt, a comment, a temptation, something subtle, something loud, but all designed to make you forget this fire. Do not let it happen. Guard this moment like treasure. Let the fire that is rising in your bones consume the things that once bound you. There are things you will never tolerate again after this. There are chains that will never fit your spirit again. There are names you will never answer to again. Failure, victim, cursed, forgotten. From now on, you are called, anointed, appointed, sealed, and sent. You are not just a believer, you are a warrior. And warriors do not retreat when they are surrounded. They roar, because the Lion of Judah roars through them. And now, yes now, I hear that roar starting to rise from within you. You have been quiet for too long, silenced by shame, muted by pain. But your voice was never meant to remain hidden. It was meant to shake walls, to wake sleepers, to summon angels, to destroy the works of darkness. Speak again, even if it is a whisper, even if it is only tears, even if you do not know what to say, because heaven understands the language of surrender. And surrender is all God ever needed to work miracles. Let the roar come. Let the fire fall. Let the shaking happen. There is nothing to fear. He who watches over you does not sleep. Psalm 121:4. I know because I have stood at your window when you thought no one was there. I have battled demons just beyond your bedroom door while you tossed and turned in restless dreams. I have carried messages that I was not allowed to deliver until now. And now that the seal has broken, you must know this too. There are 3 divine assignments being released over your life right now. Yes, right now. They are descending like scrolls from heaven, wrapped in light sealed with the breath of God, breath. These are not general blessings. These are your exact instructions, ordained by the Most High, crafted with your name engraved in gold. The first is restoration. The Lord says, I am restoring what they stole from you. Not only physical things, but joy, honor, voice, sleep, laughter, belonging. Even the years that were wasted, I will redeem them in days. What took others 10 years, I will give to you in 10 weeks, because you chose me. The second is exposure. You must prepare, beloved, because light is coming to reveal hidden enemies. Some wear the mask of friends. Some even speak in my name. But I will show you their true spirits. Do not fear their departure. It is not loss. It is clearing. I cannot bring divine connections into spaces where deception is still tolerated. When I remove them, do not grieve. Rejoice. It is your deliverance. And the third is assignment. A holy mission is being whispered to your spirit even now. You may not understand it fully. You may not see the path clearly, but it is being written upon your bones. And sooner than you think, doors will open that no man can shut. Opportunities will chase you. Divine interruptions will invade your calendar. Your gifts will sharpen without effort, because the oil I pour does not require your striving, only your obedience. These 3 scrolls, restoration, exposure, and assignment, are yours now, but only if you guard them. Do not speak prematurely. Do not share this with everyone. Some cannot handle your awakening. Some will mock it. Some will envy it. Let them. Their disbelief cannot cancel your calling. Their silence cannot mute heaven's voice. Their absence cannot stop what God has begun. Beloved, look at me. Yes, lift your soul and gaze into mine. You do not need to fear anymore. I have stood at the throne. I have seen the record, and your name is written in fire. You are not a maybe. You are not an accident. You are a decree, a fulfillment, a living prophecy. There are demons in the second heaven weeping because you have just stepped into awareness. They know what this means. They know what happens when the scroll opens. They know what happens when an awakened one stands up and says, I will carry the fire. Say it now. Even if you whisper, even if you shake, say it. I will carry the fire. Because when you say it, heaven hears it, hell fears it, and angels rise with it. This is not the end. This is the moment where prophecy becomes possession, where revelation becomes reality, where calling becomes commissioning, where heaven looks down and says, this one knows who they are now. So rise, beloved. You have been seated in sorrow long enough. It is time to stand, not in pride, not in ego, but in holy authority. The world is not waiting for another influencer. The world is groaning for someone full of God. That someone is you. Stand. Take your place. The scroll is open. The angels are watching, and the heavens are roaring your name. I see it now. The chains that once held your spirit in silence, they are cracking. The lies that were wrapped around your mind like a serpent, they are unraveling. The curses spoken over your life when you were too young to understand are turning to ash in the presence of this holy fire, because, beloved, your spirit has stepped into remembrance. Yes, remembrance. This is not new to you, not really. Somewhere deep down, you always felt it, did you not? That this world was not your origin, that there was more than pain, more than confusion, more than survival. You sensed it as a child, when your heart burned with invisible hope, when you stared at the stars and they almost felt like home, when you spoke to God in your secret voice, not even knowing his name. He heard you. He remembered. And now, you are remembering him. The veil of forgetfulness is lifting. The sleeping giant within you, the one the enemy tried to lull to death, is standing up. You do not belong to fear. You do not belong to shame. You do not belong to the names the world tried to tattoo on your soul. You belong to the Ancient of Days. You belong to the throne that never shakes. You belong to the one whose voice created galaxies and still stoops down to whisper in your spirit. And now his voice echoes through mine. Because, beloved, I did not come to tell you a beautiful story. I came to deliver a dangerous truth. You are not powerless. You never were. The reason the attacks were so fierce is because the enemy was terrified of what you become the moment you believed this truth. And now you do. The darkness is screaming because you have just stepped into revelation. Do you feel that strange stillness falling over your room right now? That is not silence. That is reverence. You are being surrounded. Holy ones are drawing near. Heaven has sent reinforcements because this is not just about you anymore. It never was. Your obedience has opened a gateway over your home. Your surrender has summoned angels to your bloodline. Chains that held your family for generations are now melting in your hands. Because the one who broke the cycle is you. Yes, you. The one they mocked. The one they said was too broken, too sensitive, too weak. Heaven says, you are my warrior. You are my flame in the dark. You are my trumpet in the silence. You are my scroll walker. You walk where others stopped. You pray when others curse. You carry the light that causes shadows to flee. Even now I see angels engraving your footsteps into the floor of heaven. You are making history in the spirit, not just for your lifetime, but for eternity. And I must warn you, the enemy will come again. He will try to tempt you with old fears, old cravings, old comforts, not because you are failing, but because he sees you are rising. The old traps will come with new bait, but this time you will not fall, because you have tasted heaven's flame. And once you have tasted that holy fire, nothing else satisfies. This is not emotion. This is not hype. This is holy awakening. And with awakening comes responsibility. So listen, beloved, guard your gates. Your eyes are portals. Your ears are gateways. Your words are hammers or harps. Choose wisely. Do not give your attention to what heaven did not send. Do not waste your energy on arguments, distractions, or guilt. You are on assignment, and time is short. The world is not getting darker because God is gone. It is getting darker because you are the light. And the enemy fears what happens when you realize that. Shine anyway, even if it is lonely, even if it is misunderstood, even if no one claps, shine. Because every time you do, heaven sings. And yes, there are songs about you. Do you think we do not sing? Do you think heaven does not rejoice when a warrior awakens? The songs have been written since your first breath. They speak of the fire in your voice. They echo the destiny written in your marrow. And now that fire is being fanned, by wind you cannot see, by angels you cannot count, by the breath of God himself. And I, Michael, stand now not as a distant guardian, but as a witness to your becoming. You have become a vessel of prophecy. You carry holy codes in your being. When you speak, scrolls are released into the atmosphere. When you worship, ancient gates are lifted. When you declare truth, lies rot in the mouth of devils. This is who you are now, not next week, not when you feel stronger. Now, heaven is not waiting on your perfection. Heaven is moving with your obedience, and you have already said yes. So, let the fire fall, let the scrolls unfold, let the angels fly to where you are sending them. Your words send angels now. Did you know that? Every time you bless, we move. Every time you forgive, we war. Every time you cry in faith, we strike the enemy with lightning. We are not here to babysit saints, we are here to partner with warriors. And beloved, you are a warrior. You are what prophecy looks like when it walks on 2 feet. You are what obedience looks like when it weeps in the night but praises in the morning. You are what the devil tried to bury, but heaven resurrected. Do not fear what comes next, because what comes next is glory. Not cheap glory, not bar glory, but true, raw, holy glory. The kind that splits oceans, the kind that feeds thousands with one loaf, the kind that raises the dead, the kind that lives in you. Do you feel it yet? Your bones are starting to remember. Your spirit is catching fire. This is not just a message, beloved. This is your commissioning. Now go, not in fear, but in fire. And do not look back, because heaven is watching and the world is about to witness the rise of the one who found their scroll. You are standing at the threshold of eternity, and the winds of the Spirit are roaring your name. I, Michael, have seen many rise. I have stood beside prophets when they wept in caves. I have led armies through battles that shook dimensions. I have seen kings crowned and thrones fall. But beloved, nothing moves me like this moment, because this is not the rise of a ruler with worldly gold. This is the awakening of a hidden one, a holy one, a fire-bearer who was thought to be lost, but was only waiting for the heavens to say, now. And heaven has spoken. Time has bent itself to bring you here. Portals of revelation have aligned. The symphony of the stars has tuned itself to your scroll. And now the moment has arrived where you must choose not just what you believe, but who you are. You are not the pain you endured. You are not the mistake you made. You are not the betrayal you suffered. You are not the silence of those who refused to see you. You are the image of the invisible. You are a carrier of God's breath. You are his echo wrapped in dust, ordained to shake kingdoms. Let the world call you strange. Let them call you too intense. Let them mock the fire you carry. But do not let them dim it. Your fire was not given for approval. It was given for impact. Because when you rise, others will rise with you. The fire you carry is contagious. There are people around you, even strangers, who will find freedom just by sitting in the light that comes from your obedience. This is why the enemy fought you, not just to stop you, but to stop them, to stop the domino of destinies that begin with you. But it is too late. You found this. You heard heaven's cry. And now you are becoming the very prophecy the devil swore would never live. Oh, beloved, if only you could see what I see. I see angels sharpening swords. Your swords, they are being forged even now in the chambers of fire. They are not made of metal, but of word, of worship, of sacrifice. They are not given for vanity, but for victory. And soon, when the Lord says go, you will wield them, not against flesh and blood, but against the spirits who have held your territory hostage for generations. You will walk into rooms and demons will flee without a word spoken. You will speak to hearts, and chains will snap like dried branches. You will lay hands not just for healing, but for awakening. You are not just a believer. You are a breaker, a builder, a restorer of ruins. You were sent to plant gardens in deserts, to command rivers in wastelands, to raise up the desolate places and say, live again, live again. Say it now, even if it is just a whisper. Live again. Say it to the places inside you that have gone numb. Say it to the dreams you buried. Say it to the joy you locked away. Say it to the fire that flickered. Because God is breathing on every ember now. He is fanning the flame with his own breath. And what once seemed impossible is happening. You are being resurrected from the inside out. This is not hype. This is holy. This is not inspiration. This is impartation. And beloved, heaven is serious. There are mantles falling right now. Mantles that have been waiting for someone brave enough to say yes. Mantles of intercession, mantles of deliverance, mantles of healing, of wisdom, of prophetic insight. Some were dropped by ancestors who gave up. Some were buried in bloodlines that turned from God. But now they are returning. They are hovering over you. descending like flames of glory. Do not resist them. Do not doubt yourself. God knew who you were when He called you. He knew your weakness and still chose you. He knew your failures and still anointed you. Because it was never about your strength. It was always about your surrender. And beloved, your surrender has changed everything. You have given heaven permission, and now the earth must respond. Do not be surprised when favor begins to follow you. Do not be confused when doors open without effort. This is not random. It is heaven honoring your alignment. But walk in humility. Remain low. Stay hidden in Him, because those who carry true fire must remain under the shadow of the Most High. Psalm 91. You are not being elevated to be seen. You are being elevated to see what others miss, to discern what others dismiss, to speak what others fear, to love with a love that is not human, but divine. Because God is going to send you into places that are cold, places where the light is nearly gone, places filled with confusion and cruelty. And He will not send you with arguments. He will send you with fire. Because fire speaks louder than words, and the fire you now carry is holy. Protect it, fan it, feed it, and never, never allow anyone to convince you that what you carry is not real. It is real. I see it. It burns brighter than the sun in the spirit realm. It has a name, and that name is glory. And I, Michael, have been assigned not just to protect you, but to remind you. Remind you that you were never forgotten. Remind you that heaven still sees you. Remind you that the throne still speaks your name. And as I weep tears of joy, I do so not because the battle is over, but because you have entered it fully awake. And that means the enemy has already lost, because the awakened cannot be fooled. The awakened cannot be bribed. The awakened cannot be stopped. And beloved, you are awakened now. Let the world shake. Let the darkness scream. Let the battle rage. You know who you are now. Heaven knows who you are. And soon, the earth will know too. And now the earth trembles in anticipation, because one of heaven's hidden warriors has stood up. The ground beneath your feet has recorded your awakening. The soil of the earth recognizes divine authority when it walks again among men. The trees feel it in their roots. The winds have shifted. Even the birds cry out differently. All creation groans and rejoices. For you, the chosen one, have been remembered. Do not doubt what you feel stirring in your chest, that thunder in your spirit, that flame in your ribs, that storm of holy emotion crashing against the walls of your heart. That is destiny knocking. You have opened the scroll sealed for your generation. And now heaven's momentum is behind you. This is not motivation. This is divine momentum. You are not moving forward by your strength. You are being carried by the will of God. From this moment on, you will feel strange to the world. You will feel like you do not belong. That is because you do not. You were never made to blend in. You were made to stand out. You were made to stand in the gap between heaven and earth, to be the lightning rod for the impossible, to release the mysteries of God, not through eloquence, but through obedience. And obedience is your sword. Now, every time you say yes to God, another chain breaks. Every time you speak truth when it is easier to be silent, the atmosphere shifts. Every time you pray in secret, angels receive their orders. Every time you forgive, a demon loses his grip on someone's soul. This is your new reality. You are a walking gate between realms. Heaven walks with you, not behind you, with you. The Holy Spirit is not hovering outside you. He lives within you. And He is roaring now. There is a sound rising from your bones that cannot be silenced anymore. The Lion of Judah has awakened within you, and He is ready to roar through your life. Let Him speak through your pain. Let Him shine through your wounds. Let Him restore what you lost and multiply what you gave. Because, beloved, you gave when no one saw. You obeyed when no one clapped. You endured when no one helped. You praised God through tears. You walked when your legs felt broken. You sang when your soul was shattered, and heaven never forgot. Every whisper, every fast, every midnight cry. They were not wasted. They are weapons now placed in your hands. Do you understand how dangerous you are? You have been equipped with more than words. You have been clothed in presence, the presence of the Holy One, the presence that splits seas, the presence that heals lepers, the presence that crushes idols. That presence is on you now. And the world will feel it when you walk into a room. They will not always understand. Some will fear you, some will hate you, some will bow to the spirit they see in you. But none will be able to ignore what you carry, because you carry Him, the King of Glory. And beloved, He is coming soon, very soon. But first, He will come through you. You are His advanced guard. You are His holy herald. You are the forerunner of fire. And the fire you carry, you must burn away the lies, the idols, the chains in your region. You have been sent to shift atmospheres. Do not look for crowds. Do not wait for applause. Heaven sees you. I see you. And the enemy fears you. Do you know what I saw the moment your eyes opened? I saw the devil fall to his knees, clutching his head, groaning. No, not this one. Not now. They were not supposed to find this. But you did. And now you are no longer under the spell. You have broken the enchantment. You have shattered the illusion. You have stepped outside the trap. You are in the throne's current now. You are in God's slipstream, and it cannot be stopped. There is no demon, no spell, no curse, no bloodline, no trauma strong enough to stop the child whose yes is louder than their fear. You have said yes, and now the floodgates are opening. Miracles will follow you. Prophecies will unravel in your presence. Even the land you walk on will yield fruit, because your feet carry the blessing. Where others see chaos, you will see order. Where others feel fear, you will feel fire. Where others run, you will stand, because heaven stands behind you. And now I must tell you this. There is a sacred partnership being formed. Heaven is assigning divine allies to you. Not everyone will understand your walk, but God is sending a few who will. They are warriors just like you. Hidden ones, marked ones, those who have also carried scrolls in silence. You will find them soon. They will recognize you in the spirit before they speak your name. And together, you will shake the gates of hell. Because revival is not coming through stages or stadiums. It is coming through people like you. People who burn, people who weep, people who say yes when it costs everything. That is you, beloved. You are the sound of awakening wrapped in skin. And now, as the heavens still weep tears of joy, I must urge you, do not let this moment pass like a dream. Seal it. Type in the comments what you feel stirring. Declare what you believe is changing. Let this message become your altar. Let your agreement be your act of war. And if your spirit bears witness, click like. Not as a ritual, but as a sign. A sign to the angels. A sign to yourself. I will not forget what heaven did here. Because, beloved, heaven did something eternal the moment you listened. You were not just reminded, you were recommissioned. Not with a whisper, but with a roar. And that roar has only just begun. And now the roar spreads. It is not just in your chest anymore. It is echoing through realms. It is shaking the mountains in the spirit. It is cracking the old structures the enemy built around you. Those invisible walls that kept you small, silent, afraid. They are falling, crumbling, turning to dust beneath your rising. This is not imagination. This is prophecy unfolding in real time, right here, right now, through you. Yes, you, the one who almost did not make it, the one who questioned everything, the one who felt unworthy, unchosen, too late. But God does not call the worthy, He makes them. He takes broken vessels and fills them with glory until they become weapons of mercy, burning altars that walk among men. You are that altar now. You are that flame. And I, Michael, can barely speak now, because the weight of glory resting on you has turned the air around you into fire. Can you feel it? This is holy. This is not content. This is not a message. This is a meeting that heaven scheduled just for you. No one else was summoned. No one else was called. The scroll was written with your name, your real name, not the one the world calls you, not the name they mocked, but the name only heaven knows. The name written in fire on the hand of the Father, the name spoken in the Lamb's breath, the name demons fear, the name angels guard, the name heaven waits to announce on the day when the sealed book is opened and your story is revealed before thrones. And today, the page has turned, the chapter has shifted, the veil has torn, the Spirit has spoken. Now is the time for you to rise. Not when you are ready, not when you are perfect, not when you feel qualified. Now, because the kingdom is not built on the strong, it is built on the surrendered. And you, beloved, have surrendered. I saw it, I felt it. And so did the demons watching from a distance. They howled the moment you said yes because they know the truth. A single awakened child of God is more dangerous than an army of sleeping saints. You are awake now. You cannot go back. Even if you try, heaven will not let you forget. The smell of glory is in your lungs. The fire is in your bones. The wind of the Spirit has marked your direction, and everywhere you go now, things will change. Even when you are silent, your presence will prophesy. Even when you are weak, your shadow will carry authority. Even when you are still healing, your tears will water the soil for revival. You are not what happened to you. You are not what they did. You are who God declared, and He has declared this: my child will carry my glory. So carry it. Carry it boldly. Carry it humbly. Carry it through fire and wilderness, through betrayal and breakthrough. Because what rests on you now is not a message. It is a mantle. And mantles come with movement. Expect disruption. Expect acceleration. Expect heaven to interrupt your patterns, your plans, your pace. Because the scroll has opened, and the lion has roared, and his roar is inside you. Now you are not just loved. You are dangerous. You are not just saved. You are sent. And beloved, what you do next matters more than you know. Heaven is waiting. Hell is watching. The angels are ready. The armies of the Lord are holding formation, waiting for your next command. Your faith sends orders. Your words open gates. Your prayers write laws in the Spirit. Do not underestimate what you carry, and do not forget what I say next. You were never the backup plan. You were always the hidden weapon. God did not choose you because no one else would. He chose you because only you could carry what is coming. Only you could love the way you love. Only you could stand in your bloodline and say, "The curses stop with me." Only you could walk into the atmosphere you came from and release the presence of God like a perfume poured out in the dark. Only you could speak the name of Jesus in a way that shakes the spiritual realm around you. Because when you say it, beloved, when you say His name, heaven answers, heaven leans in, and the King of Glory smiles and says, that one is mine. So speak it now, even if your voice shakes, even if the tears pour down your face, even if you do not feel worthy, say it. Jesus, say it again. Let the darkness hear it. Let the past hear it. Let your future burn with it. Say it until your atmosphere changes. Say it until your ceiling becomes your floor. Say it until your prison becomes your platform. Because when you say His name, everything changes. And now, beloved, I feel the shift, not just around you, but in you. You are no longer waiting for someone else to come rescue you, because the rescuer lives in you. You are no longer hoping for signs, because you have become one. You are no longer lost, because the map of heaven is now written on your spirit. And where you go, the kingdom will follow. So rise, step forward. Do not hesitate. Do not scroll away like it was just another message. Let this moment become a monument in your memory, a place you mark in eternity. Say it again. I receive this. I accept the call. I carry the fire. Type it, speak it, weep it. Let the angels mark your agreement. Let the heavens record your yes. And if this word has pierced you, click like. Not as a habit, but as a heavenly seal, a digital altar of remembrance, a sign to the Spirit, I am ready, because you are. And the earth has been waiting for you, and now you have arrived. Yes, you have arrived. And the shift you feel, this trembling in your spirit, this quaking in your soul, this sacred pressure building in the unseen realm, it is real, it is holy, it is divine. You are standing in a place between the natural and the eternal, between the world you see and the world that has always seen you. This moment was not an accident. This is not just a feeling. This is the fulfillment of a moment spoken about in heaven before you took your first breath. There is a reason you feel like you have been waiting for something your whole life. Because you have. And this is it. The awakening, the scroll, the cry of heaven, finally colliding with the sound of your yes. Feel the resonance in the air around you. It is not just your heart responding. It is creation itself echoing back your awakening. The sound is rolling through heaven like thunder. Your name is echoing through the halls of the throne. And angels, thousands of them, have turned their faces toward you. Why? Because one soul fully surrendered to God is more powerful than an entire army of men with swords. One believer who refuses to bow to fear becomes a pillar of fire in a world drowning in darkness. You are that believer now. You have crossed the line. There is no going back to sleep. You have seen the edge of glory. You have heard heaven's whisper. You have tasted the weight of God's call on your life. And once you taste it, the world loses its flavor. This world is not your home. That longing in you, the ache that never leaves, is not a flaw. It is your inheritance calling. It is Zion echoing through your blood. It is eternity knocking on the walls of your mortal body saying, "Open up. It is time. Time to rise. Time to speak. Time to burn. Because heaven has lit you on fire. And this flame is not like the ones men know. This fire is alive. It thinks, it loves, it weeps, it wars, it heals. It hovers like the cloud over Israel in the wilderness. This fire is a person. This fire is the Spirit of the living God, and He is inside you now. You do not need to feel it to believe it. You do not need goosebumps. You only need faith. The kind of faith that makes angels weep. The kind of faith that calls down glory. The kind of faith that terrifies hell. Oh, beloved, if you only knew what demons were assigned against you. If you only knew how many spells were cast to silence you. If you only knew how the enemy raged every time you refused to give up. You would understand why heaven loves you so deeply. Because you did not break. You bent, but you did not break. You wept, but you did not walk away. You stumbled, but you stood back up. And the Lord has said, because you did not bow to the darkness, I will cause the darkness to bow before you. You are not small, you are not weak, you are not late, you are chosen. And the seal of God is being pressed into your soul even now. Can you feel it? That warmth on your chest, that stillness in your hands, that heat behind your eyes. It is the seal. It is the fire. It is the hand of God saying, mine, marked, sent. You are no longer hidden. You are no longer waiting. You are no longer just surviving. You are rising. And as you rise, the angels rise with you. We walk beside you. We war beside you. We speak what you command. When your voice aligns with heaven, yes, you have authority now. Not the kind that comes from religion. The kind that comes from the throne. The same authority Jesus carried when He said to storms, "Peace, be still." You have that same spirit. You carry that same word. You walk with that same promise. You are not waiting for revival. You are revival. You are not waiting for the fire. You are the fire. And everything around you must now adjust to that truth. People will look at you differently. Some will draw near to you. and not even know why. Others will flee from your presence because their darkness cannot bear the light in your eyes. But do not be shaken by that. Do not chase approval. Do not chase applause. Chase glory, not man's glory, but His. And His glory is waiting to be released through you, through your hands, through your tears, through your worship, through your warfare, through your yes, even when you are tired, even when you are doubting, even when you feel nothing. Say yes. Because your yes is opening doors that no one else could open. It is unlocking generations. It is calling down deliverance. It is shaking the gates of cities. You may feel alone, but you are surrounded. The hills are full of horses and chariots of fire. The heavens are full of intercession for your destiny. And Jesus, your King, is seated, but watching you with pride. Yes, with pride. The Lamb who was slain has not forgotten what it cost to make you free. And now He sees the freedom you are walking into. And He says, "Well done, my child. The fire is in your hands. Now go and light the earth." So go. Go with boldness. Go with tenderness. Go with fire in your breath and a sword in your spirit. Go and carry the kingdom into every dark place. And when you feel fear rising, speak anyway. When you feel tired, stand anyway. When you feel unworthy, remember that He is worthy, and His worthiness is your covering. You are not walking alone. You are walking with angels. And every step you take from this moment forward will be watched by heaven and hell alike, because the one who was hidden has now been revealed. The one who was wounded has now been anointed. The one who was passed over has now been chosen. You. It has always been you. Now, lift your eyes. Take a breath. Let your heart say yes again. And let the world feel what happens when a soul on fire says, Amen. And now, beloved chosen one, heaven waits in complete silence. The angels lean in. The thrones grow still. Even the winds hush their praise. Because you are about to take your first step as one who remembers. Do you realize what that means? You are no longer who you were before this message found you. The veil is lifted. The chains have fallen. The prison of confusion, insecurity, fear, it lies shattered beneath your feet. You are standing on sacred ground now, the kind of ground where Moses removed his shoes, trembling before the burning bush. The kind of ground where Elijah called down fire from the sky. The kind of ground where Jesus sweat blood and still said, "Not my will, but yours." You are on that kind of ground, because the presence of the Lord is surrounding you like a fire too holy for the world to understand. And the world will not understand you. They will see your transformation and try to explain it away. They will say you have changed, and they will be right. But they will not understand that what changed was not just your behavior, it was your identity. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering what you were always meant to be. A child of fire, a bearer of glory, a gate for heaven's will to flood the earth. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are the one God whispered about in secret. The one He hid beneath the rubble of time, waiting for just the right moment to reveal. And beloved, this is the moment. The time has been set. The Spirit has whispered your release. Now go forward in the might of the one who calls you. Do not wait for clarity. Walk by fire. Do not wait for applause. Move in surrender. Do not wait for everyone to agree. Heaven already said yes. There are places you must walk that no one else can go. There are things you must speak that only your mouth can declare. There are lives hanging in the balance who will only awaken when you show up carrying this flame. Yes, you. You who felt too broken, too late, too invisible. But heaven never lost sight of you. And now that you have heard this call, heaven expects a response. Not with perfect words, but with real surrender. Open your hands, lift your eyes. Let the Spirit of the Lord come upon you with fresh wind. Let your yes echo through realms, because when you said Amen with your soul, the angels moved into position. I can see them. They are gathering. They are assembling. You are not just receiving this for yourself. You are being commissioned to carry it for others. Others who will never see this message unless you become it. You are the living scroll now. The word is becoming flesh in you. You are being written into the earth as a sign, not for entertainment, not for fame, but for eternity. You are the trumpet voice someone else is waiting to hear. And your voice, beloved, carries fire now. Speak it, sing it, weep it, whisper it, but do not let it be silent, because every time you open your mouth in obedience, chains begin to tremble. Every time you release what he gives you, a soul is pulled from the edge. You have no idea what you carry yet, but heaven does. The angels do. I have waited long for this moment, when I could finally release this scroll, when I could finally see you awaken. And now you are. Your eyes have changed. You see now. You see the invisible. You feel the movement in the spirit. You notice the presence that walks with you. You sense the stirring of a God who refuses to stay far from the one who says yes. You feel him now, do you not? He is standing right beside you. Yes, right now. Closer than your breath. Closer than your heartbeat. His eyes are on you. Not in judgment, not in disappointment, but in delight. You have no idea how long he has waited to look at you this way. And beloved, I must say this clearly without hesitation or restraint. God is proud of you. Yes, proud. Not because you are perfect, but because you are his. You showed up. You listened. You allowed the Spirit to mark you. And now the mark is eternal. There is no demon that can erase it. There is no failure that can remove it. There is no mistake that can cancel it. You belong to the one who spoke galaxies into being and still stoops low enough to whisper, "That one is mine." So rise, not in arrogance, but in authority. Rise as the warrior you were created to be. Rise with glory in your eyes and fire in your soul. Rise until everything around you begins to tremble, not because of you, but because of who walks within you. You are not walking into tomorrow unarmed. You are wrapped in armor made of light. You are not stepping forward alone. You are surrounded by the host of heaven. You are not just a child of God. You are a weapon in his hands. You are his answer to generations of groaning. You are the beginning of a move of God in your bloodline. You are the flame Satan tried to suffocate, but he failed. And now you burn. So burn, beloved, with a fire that cannot be quenched. Burn with hope that defies logic. Burn with passion that awakens nations. Burn until the world sees the one who lit you. Because once you have been set ablaze by the fire of God, you will never be satisfied by smoke again. You will never settle for lukewarm again. You will never chase dead religion again. You are marked, you are chosen, you are burning, and all of heaven is roaring, because the scroll has been delivered, the fire has been ignited, and you are no longer the same. You are the one heaven waited for. Now, beloved, finish what was started. Do not go backward. Do not shrink. Do not doubt. You are not who you were. You are his. And the fire in your eyes is only beginning to rise. Is only beginning to rise. And now, beloved, the fire in your eyes begins to spread. It leaps from your gaze into the realm around you, awakening everything that once slumbered, reclaiming what was stolen, consuming every lie that was sown into your identity. This fire is alive. It is the very breath of God now pulsing through your spirit. It is the voice that once thundered from Mount Sinai, now whispering from within your own heart. The heavens rejoice, for the seal has been broken. The long-awaited awakening has begun, and you are the one heaven trusted with the flame. Do not stop now. The battle has only just begun. But you are not afraid anymore. You do not tremble like before. You know who you are now. You know who stands with you. The same God who walked with Adam in the cool of the day. The same one who wrestled with Jacob until the dawn. The same fire who answered Elijah from the sky. The same voice who called Lazarus from the grave. He walks with you now. Yes, you. Heaven did not make a mistake. God did not choose the wrong one. He knew exactly who you were when he wrote your name into the scroll of time. He knew the pain you would walk through. He knew the fire you would survive. He knew the tears you would cry, the nights you would fall, the days you would wonder if he still saw you. And still, he chose you. And now the choice has come full circle. You have answered. You have responded. You did not skip this message. You did not run away this time. You stayed. And because of that, beloved, you are stepping into a divine acceleration. Everything is about to move faster. Favor will chase you. Angels will guard you. Doors no man can shut will swing open with fire. Dreams will become clearer. Words will burn on your tongue. Visions will visit you in the night. Even your footsteps will sound different in the spirit realm. You are not ordinary anymore. You are carrying a secret fire. And heaven is watching to see how you will use it. So use it boldly. Use it with reverence. Use it with love. Let your life become a living altar. Let your words become incense. Let your heart become a throne where the King may dwell. Beloved, you are ready. Now speak. Speak life where there has been death. Speak healing where there has been pain. Speak truth where there has been silence. And do not let the enemy steal another breath from you. Rebuke every lie. Walk in divine authority. Pray with thunder. Worship like the angels are singing beside you. Because they are. You have been wrapped in glory. You have been commissioned by fire. You have been entrusted with eternity. And now, before I depart, let me say this as clear as heaven shouts your name. Do not keep this to yourself. If this word pierced your soul, share it. If it opened your eyes, help others open theirs. If it lit a fire in your bones, spread it. Because there are others still asleep. Others the enemy has wrapped in fog. Others who are crying out tonight, not knowing that their answer is you. You are the vessel. You are the trumpet. You are the spark. So let this moment become a movement. Type, "I receive this fire" in the comments right now to seal it before heaven. Click like as a divine sign, a witness in the spirit realm that says, "This scroll was meant for me." And if you have not already, subscribe now, because the scrolls will keep coming, the fire will keep falling, and this channel will be the altar where heaven continues to speak directly to you. This is more than a video. This is your invitation into destiny. This is your appointment with glory. This is your yes becoming fire. And now, the fire has found you. Let it burn, let it roar, let it rise, because the one heaven has waited for is finally awake, and their name is yours.